You.
Okay, we're talking genuine Boerewors here. Nice, thick, juicy Boerewors. Where did this idea come from for a kilometer Boerewors?
I think the key thing is, if you look at All Gold, it's a proudly South African brand that has been loved by all consumers for over 100 years, and they voted as an iconic brand. And if you look at, we are 70% of the market within sauces, and we just wanted to delight with South Africans, the South African way, and set new South African records, which just makes us, that whole experience of Ubuntu and South Africans coming together. What a better way to really celebrate. And we are so delighted to be here.
Some people might claim 1 kilometer Boerewors is just too much wors for South Africans to handle. How many people are you expecting on the Tuesday to
we
come?
We are actually expecting more than 5,000 people, but we really want to limit the numbers to 5,000. Purely because we want to make sure that the experience is so awesome, and if people want to come in, it's by invitation only. So we just want to make sure that all can come, but understand, for you to be part of the whole experience, only 5,000 will be accommodated.
Okay, apart from the iconic status being around for so long, market share and all of that, what's the purpose of setting these two new records? I mean, they sound crazy.
They sound very crazy. First of all, South African longest Boerewors to be braaied. That's what South Africans do. We love the meat and we love the braai. The second one, if you are in the sauces market as a brand, what a better way to actually get people to have fun in sourcing that longest Boerewors in 3 minutes. I think that's the fun. And the brand is all about fun. So I think it's just having families to just be playful. Yeah. How many times do we actually play as families? Kids and parents together, and this is just to bring that fun experience and just sauce it up within 3 minutes. It's going to be so awesome.
Well, ideally we teach our kids not to play with their food, but this is a different case here. Sonia Botha, respected chef, will be part of this setup on Tuesday. What's her role in it?
Sonia Botha is our category exec, but Simon is actually our technical manager in operations. I think the key thing is all the behind the scenes that is involved. If you look at this verse, we are not going to cut it, so we'll braai it in 1 kilometer on a braai stand. That means you need the longest braai stand. So we are joining in 52 braai stands together so that we can lay this verse on top of it. And the trick also is the verse shouldn't break. So there's an art behind the scene art as to how
quite technical now.
It's highly technical, but the one thing is I would love the viewers to actually be part of it and actually join and follow us, because as we lay this verse on top of that braai stand, that's where the magic is. To make sure that as the SA record adjudicators come in and measure this verse, because remember, it has to be 1.1 kilometer before we braai. And after the braai, it has to be exactly 1 kilometer. So that's the art in it. So it's going to be awesome. And also we have the braai masters, because you can imagine it's a 1.3 ton verse, so it's huge. So we have the 13 braai masters that will have to turn the verse at the same time so that it doesn't burn.
Wow. What happens? I don't want to be negative here, but what happens when if it breaks?
That's the trick. Is we
because then you don't get into the SA book.
Yes. But the good thing is, because we've been so involved in the background and we have the technical experts to make sure that every little detail, even the casing of the verse, has been taken into consideration to make sure that the verse doesn't break.
This is highly technical stuff.
Highly technical.
So it's the 2 records that will get you into the SA Book of Records, right? How did that idea come to turn this into a record event?
When you look at around the world records, you have the longest sausage has been braaied in the US and things like that. So we just felt, why can't South Africans set their own new records? But we have to fit in with the culture, because I think that's the most important thing. Yeah. We wanted to actually bring in the experience that is truly South African. And braai was just a no-brainer. And the Boerewors, it's a no-brainer, because all South Africans across all cultures enjoy a piece of meat, a boerie.
Well, I'm going to follow this one very closely. I want to find out on Tuesday what happened. Thank you very much for joining me. That's All Gold Marketing Manager Edna Mapheta talking to us about South Africa turning their passion for braais into an SA beating event that will set 2, not just 1, 2 SA records on Tuesday. Let us know what you think, how crazy this idea is.